All right, this week on Behind the Scenes, we have Comfort and Hope here in studio. So why don't the two of you introduce yourselves?
My name is Wanda Marland.
And I'm Mary Ann Noland.
All right, welcome, guys. And tell the public, give our viewers an idea of what you guys do.
Well, this started in 2005. I was a church secretary, and people would come into my office and tell me of life's problems, and I wanted to help. So what we started was doing tie blankets, and we did about 140 of them. It was supposed to be a 3-month trial basis, but that continues to this day. Then about 10 years ago, I started doing birthday bags for foster children, and it started with Northeast Ohio Adoption, and it went on to Mahoning County Children's and also Bear Foundation. So with the blankets, and then we do other things. We partner with Project MKC and Beaver County Children's Association also, and Trumbull County Association, Parent Association.
And so this is primarily the foster programs, and,
Yes.
and okay. And I don't know that a lot of people have an understanding of how big the foster program is in the Mahoning Valley and Trumbull, and it's pretty significant. So some of these situations are, if there's some kind of crisis in a family, there are protections so that children don't get caught up in the melee.
Sure, there's abuse, there's neglect. I started doing birthday bags, maybe about 10 a month, and now we're doing close to 40, 50 a month. Mary Ann could probably tell more about the other foster section of it.
Yeah, I met Wanda probably 4 years ago
Yeah.
when she came to speak to our foster parent group, FAPA, and she told me what she did. And so I was like, wow, I'm going to do that for Trumbull County Children's Services children. So Kelly Dillon and I started birthday blessing bags, and we now do what Wanda does for the children that she does birthday bags for.
Yeah, and in the stories that I've heard, like some of these kids, they are in a moment's notice just like ripped out of their beds, and they're no longer have any of their stuff. Like they don't have their clothes, they don't have a place to sleep, and whatever. They get placed with some of these emergency foster families, but they really don't have anything to really call their own. So
Yeah. They could be taken out in the middle of the night and just wrapped in a blanket, and just basically things is thrown together. And that's where we come in, is just to make sure that they have necessities. We also do comfort kits, which are all toiletries, and we work with Project MKC with that.
And so the origin, both of you, how specifically did you get involved with the foster system?
Well, I heard a group, they came to talk at a church that I was at, and when I heard some of the stories of these kids, I really wanted to help, and it started from there. I turned to my friend and I said, that's something I really would like to do, and it just snowballed. Right now we have about 40 volunteers that come once a month, and they help with the birthday bags. We look through them, make sure it's age appropriate, make sure there's a greeting card or a birthday card inside, and make sure everything's okay before they're delivered.
And your funding primarily, is this donations? Do you guys self-fund?
Yeah, funding is strictly donations. It's just gone up so much. Like I said, 10 bags at one time, and now we're up to 50. I don't have anything that's really monthly. That would be nice, but we just strictly donations. Whatever people give when they do a birthday bag, whatever they want to put into it, doesn't have to be a full birthday bag. If they want to just donate things, and we have a lot of that. The people will just donate. They'll be out and they'll see a sale, and they donate it to us.
Did you mention adoptions as well, like the adoption community as well?
I am a foster parent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my husband and I have been foster parents for almost 12 years now.
Okay.
And that's how I met Wanda, is through one of our
Groups.
meetings for foster parents. It's FAPA, and we provide training for foster parents for 1 hour once a month. So Wanda came to speak to us. So that's how we got into doing the Trumbull County foster and adoptive.
Yeah, and I've always been interested in, and my wife and I have sort of been flirting with the idea of becoming foster parents. So what's the need like in our area? Are there enough families to?
Yeah, there's always a need. Even mentoring, if you didn't want to go into foster care, you could always mentor a child, and you work with Northeast Ohio Adoption, and they have a whole program that you come and you go through the program first.
Okay. All right. Let's watch our video here, and feel free that if there's something of note, you can go ahead and narrate.
Yeah. This was at our last meeting. This was in November, and we got together. There was 57 birthday bags, and these are the volunteers that help organize everything. We also had 13 Christmas bags. And very interesting, we got 100 pounds of candy that was donated from Poland High School through, his name is Chris Martin. He called me and said, we're doing a candy drive. Would you like the candy? And I said, yes. So we made up about 300 of the small little bags that you see in front. But these are all volunteers. They come once a month together at New Life Church. And after it's all done, we deliver them that day. And they're just a wonderful group. They're a very caring group. And Marianne is part of that group, too. She comes every month. So I usually, at the very beginning, tell them what we're doing and, how we're doing things. They sit down and listen to that. And then we start, distributing and getting everything together.
Oh, I love how many volunteers you have in on this. That's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing. This group is absolutely amazing. They're a wonderful group. They really do caring things. I just can't say enough about them. And they'll make things at different times. We've had people make jewelry. We had a fundraiser. There was leftover hot chocolate packets, so we made them into mugs for the kids with candy and marshmallows. So whatever people donate, I try to use everything. We had jewelry, like I said, and we end up putting that in the birthday bag. So whatever people have a talent for doing. One lady ended up doing cosmetic bags, so we collected makeup. These are some of the books that are donated, but everything that we have, 100% is donated. Those are name tags of all the people that help us. It's a great group.
This episode was brought to you by Youngstown Computer, the Valley's technology company. We appreciate the loyalty and all you have shown us over the years, and it's our promise to serve all the technology needs of the Valley. Call 330-259-7278. We have both home and business services available. Everything from repair, installations, and new equipment. You can improve your Wi-Fi and have technology serve you better. Call 330-259-7278. Or you can schedule your appointment right now on youngstowncomputer.com and look for the red Book Now button.
And birthday cards. I have kids making birthday cards. I spoke with one group. They were second graders through third graders, and they made birthday cards, designed their own. So however groups can help. I have a group that's a cancer group, and they said, how about if we collect Dairy Queen cards for you? $5 Dairy Queen cards. I said, that's perfect. Or how about if we do Dollar Tree cards? I said, that's great. So whatever people like to donate, they see sales and they bring it to my house. What we'd really like to do is find an area where I could put this stuff. I have a small house, and it's just grown so much with the volunteers and with donations.
Your inventory is taking over your living space.
It's taken over my one room. It went to the other room, and now it's in my back bedroom. So, which is wonderful. I mean, I'm not complaining at all, but it gets to a point where it would be nice if I could find a church or an organization that had a separate room that they wouldn't mind that we would, put shelving up and have them all in totes and have them labeled. That would be wonderful. Those are the bags that we put the candy in. Like I said, there was 300 of them, so really worked out nice. And then somebody had donated, I think there was 300 bags of potato chips, but everything donated. Cookies. There's crafts. Everything you could possibly think of, we get.
Yeah, because you're fielding different age groups, so you can have toddlers all the way through teenagers.
Yeah, we start with ages 1 all the way up to 22. And then I do babies also. We have some babies. They're not birthday bags. We do special things for them. But we do different collections throughout the year. For Halloween, we've done candy. Christmas, we've done things. This is those are cups that we put marshmallows and hot chocolate in.
Hot chocolate
candy.
Kit. I love it.
The candy was unbelievable, 100 pounds of it. But we used all of it. But it's a nice space that we have, to use. They let us use it all the time, and which is great, once a month.
And how often do you have these volunteer meetings?
It's once a month. At the end of the month, it's usually on a Tuesday. That's when New Life has it available.
Got it.
The one lady, that she was new, and she brought her son, and he was a big help with us. And some of these people have been with me from the very beginning, and some are new, but they're all just wonderful individuals. Want to say anything?
I would say that I think the word of mouth is good. You tell your friend, and your friend comes to help. I think a lot of the ladies say, "Oh, my friend's coming this week," so you never know how many you're going to get the next month, but they're always so much help.
Yeah, I think it's a meeting with a purpose. Everyone wants to help. They want to do things, but yet you don't know what you can possibly do. And this gives a good outlet for people that are creative, that want to, say they want to do a blanket. I have people that crochet. They do little hats for the babies. There's one group called Loose Knitters. They've been a big help to us. But there's different groups that just one likes to do books, so they'll collect all kinds of books for us. So just a lot of variety of people that are willing to help.
Yeah, I think stuff like this brings the best out of people anyhow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've met so many wonderful people. One of the stories was in a grocery store. I was walking around and putting in items that were for 18-year-olds, because we do towels and sheets and all kinds of things. And a lady came up to me and said, "Oh, I took your buggy." And we started talking, and she said, "I have 2 groups that might be able to help with donations." And which was great, and she did. And then about a year later, I didn't hear from her, and she said, "Oh, my phone rang," and I answered it, and she said, "I really need to help you. I've been thinking about you." And I was in the exact same spot where I met her, and that was kind of interesting. It was at Mark's, but a lot of times at Mark's. This is just some of the material. We give people ideas for birthday bags, the little bags that are there. We're going to be doing a collection on January and February. And they'll be for caseworkers to take out when they first meet kids, or if they're like in a long distance driving. Sometimes these kids have to drive from Cleveland down to Youngstown, so we're going to fill them with different things, the activity books and things that they can use. Quilts, I have people that make quilts, beautiful quilts. The little animals, crocheted animals. A lot of different things.
So now the caseworkers, to be able to get this stuff to the kids fast as possible, everything gets distributed through their caseworkers?
Yes. I don't have unfortunately, any contact with the kids, but the caseworkers take care of everything. These are the mugs that we put together. Everything was, like I said, left over from a fundraiser that we had. Christmas stockings. I think we did close to 300 of those also.
Also, that most of my children are adopted, so they also go to this meeting with me on no school days, and they just love filling the bags, making sure they try to get the age that they are and say, oh, this kid would like this, this kid would like that.
Yeah. And tell them how many children that you have.
We have 12 children.
All right. 12.
We have adopted 3 in our hearts. We have adopted 5, and we're in the midst of adopting 3 other ones.
Now, do you get emergency foster placements? Is that one of your things? Is that why?
I have taken children on emergency placements. Yes, I have.
Gotcha.
Babies all the way through.
Yeah, we take babies up to 18-year-olds, but we tend to get the older children since our kids are older. We try to stay around our kids' age, but doesn't mean we don't get babies. I have gotten a few babies.
And when they're placed with you in those emergency settings, like how long are they usually with you until they place them out again?
It depends on, I had a baby I was only supposed to have him for the weekend, and they couldn't find him a home. So it took like a week and a half until they found him a home. So it really depends on how long and how many openings there are. Because we do have, in Trumbull County, we do have a lot of foster children, and we don't have a lot of foster homes. Our foster homes are getting full, so we do need more homes in Trumbull County.
So that one already had a name of the recipient on there. So you receive sort of ahead of time where kids are going and plan for those?
Yes, each month I receive a list of children from the 3 organizations, and it will have the child's name, their age, and a boy or girl. And then sometimes there's a list of what they would like. I've had all different kinds of things. One kid wanted a bag of spicy Doritos. Another kid wanted to do a go-kart. He wanted to build one. There are no books on go-karts available. So I looked online and I found one for $5, and it was brand new. And this kid, I'm sure, had a ball looking at it. Each bag also has a blanket, a comfort blanket. And they are either bought, we buy them, we make them, however we can do it. But a variety of things, whatever the age appropriate toys we try to get. And these are they're separated and they're ready to go to the agencies. But I've had so many people just say, you've given me a purpose in my life. And I think that's where it's at, just giving back.
Yeah, I'm very thankful that there are people like you that are out there that, drill into these needs like you guys have. So,
well, I've met so many interesting people, and it's been a blessing. It really has been. Just knowing that this community has done so much. And it's, as Marianne said, it's word of mouth, definitely.
Yeah, we just had a foster party for a Christmas party, and we had a realtor who donated a whole bunch of Christmas presents for the children. And you should have just seen, they didn't even open up the presents there. They just, the big old smile when they knew that they got that Christmas present.
Yeah, because a lot of these kids have been abused, they've been neglected, very sad situations. So any type of presence like this, and if it wasn't for this program, they wouldn't be receiving a birthday present at all. So it makes it special.
And this time of year, I think, our hearts open up a little bit more, and we're willing to do a little bit more than normal. So let's talk about your guys' needs. If you were to make an appeal to the public to fill in and help you guys out? Where are your needs right now?
I think right now for January and February, like I said, we're going to be doing for caseworkers. And these are Dollar Tree items. They're not expensive, but it would be like crayons, Play-Doh, activity books, children's books. We're going to put them in little bags that they could take when they visit. Because these kids are nervous. They're upset because they're in a different situation, and it's the first time meeting a caseworker. So sometimes something like that would calm them and, make them feel a little more at ease. And also traveling, and these would be just regular things, coloring books, things that you would have in a car that wouldn't be messy. So we're going to be doing that. But yeah, birthday bags, if anybody would like to do a birthday bag, that's fine. It's birthdaybags@icloud.com. You can contact me, and we have all different ages. Sometimes what's nice, too, is if you have a child, as Marianne said, and you want that child to understand more about foster care, you can take that child and go shopping. And I think that's... and explain to them that not everyone has what you have. But if you would like to do blankets, we buy blankets. You can make the tie blankets. You could buy those for us. We do blanket workshops. I've done crafts where we sponsored a class doing decorative plates and coasters, and I've done those at Coaches in Poland. And all the proceeds went to the kids. So we try different things, whatever people are interested in helping.
This episode was brought to you by Youngstown Computer, the Valley's technology company. We appreciate the loyalty and all you have shown us over the years, and it's our promise to serve all the technology needs of the Valley. Call 330-259-7278. We have both home and business services available. Everything from repair, installations, and new equipment. You can improve your Wi-Fi and have technology serve you better. Call 330-259-7278. Or you can schedule your appointment right now on youngstowncomputer.com and look for the red Book Now button.
And what about volunteers? What skill sets are you looking for in people?
There's
to come out
no
and help?
skill sets.
No?
Whoever wants to help,
Willingness.
we will. Willingness, absolutely,
Okay.
a willingness. Whatever people would like to do, we work with them. Some people, like to do the birthday bags. Other people like to be creative. We had one lady that made little Easter bunnies. I gave her a pattern, and she did that. People crochet. There's so many things that you can do. I have a 16-year-old granddaughter, and what she does is she does neck or bracelets, and she puts the child's name on each one. So it makes it personal.
And cash donations and always
Absolutely.
taking money in.
Yeah, if there's anyone that would like to donate, that's always good. We don't have any funding, a regular amount of funding, so it's all strictly through donations. So whatever we have, that's what we work with.
And if anybody has those gift cards riding around in their purses that aren't going used, send them their way. They would make very good use of those things.
And it doesn't have to be a large amount. As we said, Dollar Tree. It could be fast food. The kids love fast food, pizza, Burger King, any of those. And the young teenagers, the girls, of course, Kohl's and TJ Maxx, anything like that. Yes, absolutely. And we've even collected like Giant Eagle cards, or what's really needed also is Walmart and Target. These kids coming in out of the foster care system that have to go into apartments, they can buy food or they can buy something for their apartment.
And going back to the space requirement, so if somebody's out there watching right now and you've got some warehouse space or some place in the basement of a church, this is a call to action. If you got some space that these ladies could use to store their stuff, because basically what happens is once they figure out you're doing this, or people figure out you're doing it, if they've got surplus of something, they hand it off to you, and now you got a bunch of stuff, but maybe you can't use it all like right now.
Right.
Got to have a place to put it.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you're a church in the area, you've got a business, some warehouse space, they could absolutely use that as well. So if people want to get a hold of you, you guys are on social media, best way to get
Yes.
in touch with you?
Yes, we're on Facebook. Comfort and Hope is the name of it, or you could reach out through birthday bags at iCloud. My name is Wanda Marland, or you can talk to Marianne.
Birthday blessing bags. We are on Facebook. And also you could call down the children's services and they would help you too. We also do, we try to give our foster parents that take a placement a $25 or $50 gift card for dinner that night, because it is kind of hard when you have a foster child that comes in with nothing. Go shopping, get them clothes, and then have to cook dinner that night. So we also do try to do that too. So if you have any extra gift cards that we can give out to foster parents to help them make it easier that night for dinner.
And one last question. Have you ever run into any of your recipients that somebody got a bag from you and got a chance to say thank you? Or
No, but there was one situation where this one family would see the same child at the YMCA in Boardman. And each year they would see this child swimming. And this child came up to them and said, they got to talking all the time and said, "Would you adopt me?" And they came to me, this family came to me and said, "We'd really like to get to know this child more, but we don't know how to do it. Did you ever make a birthday bag for this child?" And I knew who they were talking about. I said, "Yeah, I've done it for years for this one boy." And he ended up to be 18, and they connected, and they're marrying each other now.
Oh, so cool.
So
Such a good
many
story.
stories.
Yeah,
Stories.
for sure.
Mhm.
All right. So if you have any surplus items and you guys want to help those, making some donations, if you have any crafty things that you want to put some time into and make for some of these kids, if you want to volunteer some of your time to help with their efforts, if you got space that you can lend them to store and maybe help her unload a couple of her rooms in her home, or just generally want to write a check and just support whatever these guys got going on, we would all appreciate it. Give your contact information one more time.
Okay, my name is Wanda Marland, and it's Comfort and Hope. We are on Facebook, and it's also birthday bags at iCloud.com, and we would appreciate anything that you can do for us. And in the long run, it will benefit you also.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.